On December 14th, 2025, Hollywood was shaken by a tragedy that left the entire world in stunned silence. Rob Reiner, the legendary director, and his wife of more than 3 decades, Michelle Singer Reiner, were found dead in their Brentwood home in Los Angeles. The deaths, ruled a homicide, revealed the fragility of life even for those whose lives were devoted to storytelling and creating joy on screen. The discovery by family members marked the start of an investigation that would raise difficult questions and leave fans and colleagues alike reeling from the loss of 2 remarkable individuals. The discovery of the Reiner family. That Sunday afternoon began like any other. The Los Angeles Fire Department received a call for medical assistance at the Reiner residence. Upon arrival, first responders discovered Rob, 78, and Michelle deceased inside their home. The neighborhood retained its calm, with sunlight streaming through the trees, making the scene even more jarring. There were no signs of forced entry, windows intact, and no evidence of hurried movement. The quiet, once a symbol of privacy and safety, now became a haunting backdrop to a crime that seemed to defy explanation, leaving authorities and family alike searching for answers within the family circle. A life of cinematic brilliance. Rob Reiner's legacy in cinema is immense. As a director, he shaped stories that have become part of cultural memory, creating films celebrated for their warmth, humor, and human insight. From coming-of-age tales to romantic comedies, his films resonated deeply with audiences, reflecting the imperfections and triumphs of everyday life. His storytelling was grounded in empathy, portraying families that loved yet struggled to connect, themes that now echo with tragic irony. Even as he aged, Rob's commitment to authenticity in film never wavered, leaving behind a body of work that continues to inspire generations of filmmakers and moviegoers worldwide. Private struggles behind public success. Few knew of the personal challenges Rob carried quietly for decades. His son's struggle with addiction was a burden Rob bore with steadfast commitment and discretion. Despite professional success and public acclaim, he faced private heartbreak that never left him. The tragedy of his final days was compounded by the chilling detail that his son became a focus of the investigation into the deaths of Rob and Michelle. The weight of family suffering, so central to his films, mirrored his real life in ways that added a profound, painful depth to his legacy as both a filmmaker and father. The investigation and police response. Following the discovery, the Los Angeles Police Department responded and later transferred the case to the Robbery Homicide Division. The deaths were classified as apparent homicides, indicating clear criminal activity, though final conclusions had yet to be reached. Investigators found no signs of forced entry or struggle outside the home, suggesting that the crime occurred in a deeply private setting. Press conferences offered little detail, emphasizing that the investigation was ongoing. The restraint in public communication did little to ease the collective sense of grief, leaving both the family and the wider community grappling with shock, uncertainty, and the eerie silence surrounding the once lively Reiner home. A request for privacy. In the immediate aftermath, the Reiner family released a brief statement expressing profound sorrow while requesting privacy. The request for silence stood in stark contrast to Rob's lifelong public presence. Known for engaging deeply with audiences through both film and public commentary, he rarely shied away from speaking his mind. Yet now, the family sought calm and discretion during an unbearably difficult time. Their plea underscored the private nature of the tragedy, reminding the public that behind the bright lights and cinematic achievements, the Reiners were a family navigating loss, grief, and unimaginable circumstances. Early years and family legacy. Rob Reiner was born in 1947 into a family already enshrined in American entertainment. His father, Carl Reiner, was a beloved comedian whose work shaped post-war comedy alongside contemporaries such as Mel Brooks. Growing up in a household filled with creativity and laughter, Rob developed a deep understanding of human relationships, humor, and storytelling. These lessons informed his cinematic vision, allowing him to portray nuanced family dynamics. His upbringing instilled in him a balance of respect for tradition and courage to innovate, forming the foundation of a career that would influence generations while maintaining an unwavering commitment to family values and human connection. Public persona and political engagement. Later in life, Rob Reiner became a prominent voice in political discourse, especially after 2016. His criticism of policies and leaders was outspoken, unwavering, and consistent. reflecting a deep moral conviction. While his films remained beloved, his political stances created new divisions in public perception. Audiences began to engage with his work not only as entertainment, but also as commentary viewed through contemporary political lenses. Yet, he never used his films as platforms for political messaging, maintaining their integrity. This dual identity, as a storyteller and a public critic, added complexity to his legacy, shaping how audiences remembered both his art and his convictions. Personal loss and isolation. The passing of Carl Reiner in 2020 profoundly affected Rob. For the first time, he felt the absence of the guiding figure who had supported him through every challenge. Even in his 70s, Rob experienced the deep sense of being orphaned, forced to navigate life without the anchor of his father's presence. This personal loss resonated with the themes he explored in his films: imperfection, vulnerability, and the challenge of holding families together despite obstacles. His later years were marked by a quiet reflection on mortality and legacy, a contemplation now tragically punctuated by the sudden loss of his wife, Michelle, and the unfolding family crisis. The fragility of legacy. Rob Reiner's life illustrates the fragile boundary between public success and private struggle. Despite achieving fame and leaving an indelible mark on cinema, he lived with enduring family challenges, personal grief, and societal pressures. His films captured the human experience with authenticity, yet real life proved harsher than any story he could tell. The tragedy of his death highlights how even those who appear to have control over their narrative can be vulnerable to forces beyond their influence. Rob's journey underscores that a life fully lived encompasses both brilliance and shadows, moments of acclaim and long stretches of unseen pain. Closing reflections. The deaths of Rob and Michelle Reiner leave an irreplaceable void in both Hollywood and the personal lives of those who love them. Rob's cinematic legacy endures as a testament to storytelling, family, and the complexity of human connection. His life reflects triumph and vulnerability, laughter and sorrow, public recognition and private grief. While questions remain unanswered, what endures is a narrative of dedication, empathy, and integrity. Rob Reiner's work and his life remind us of the profound ways in which art mirrors reality, capturing joys and tragedies alike, and the enduring human need for love, understanding, and remembrance.